Kade Simpson is a young man who's the 5th debutant for the Carlton Footy Club, taken at number 45 in the draft. He comes from the Eastern Ranges. He's a nice mover, about 180 odd centimetres, and looking forward to seeing him play.
He's one man who can win a ball in close for Carlton. Gets boot to ball, and Simpson the chance to kick his first score in league football. After playing his first 3 games, Chris, last year, he spent 53 minutes out on the ground and didn't have 1 touch.
That might be some sort of record.
He was a late draft pick for the Blues. He was late, and I know Shane O'Sullivan snapped him up.
And he tumbles it through. Well done. Kade Simpson gets 1 on the board for the Blues. Stevens spears inside 50 to Kade. He's wanted to give it to Simpson. Hemmed in along the boundary. Off the left. Oh, what a goal! What a goal!
The 50, and McDonald was able to get a good read of it. Well, Ferretto gave the handball, even though it was a sitting duck.
Gunston's kick forward, and really done. Simpson. Off hands, Watson. The tackle by Simpson was good.
Race is hard. Flostone, he's taken the ground. Simpson, he chased hard, he's cocked up the football.
Good kick coming out to Simpson.
Another good mark by Simpson. Gee, that's a strong grab as well.
Russell, forward of the play. Murphy's got to sit and wait for it. Off to Simpson, hard up against the line. He brings it back and kicks a wonderful goal.
Dogs through Lipinski, go towards McRae. He's under the pump, but he did get the hand pass away. Only as far as Simpson, who steadies, he shoots, and he goes! Great work by the veteran.
Walker goes back to Scotland. Simpson, full credit to Carlton. They will not be denied. Once his left side, manages to sell a dummy on the basis of that. Runs down to the 50, lines up, kicks. I think he lights it. It's a goal.
For you, Moons, all these drops are happening right in front of you.
Smets into half ball, picked up by Simpson. Go for goal, Kade, and he does. Simpson gets his first. Carlton get their second. High ball from the left footer goes in towards the forward pocket region. That's an excellent mark by Simpson.
Goes down towards the pocket, has got the carry. Oh, terrific mark! What courage by a player back in the zone tonight.
Body in the clinches there. It's great stuff. Now comes out. The Carlton tackling's been magnificent. Simpson leading by example again.
Back to Mundy mopping up and in support. Dangerous handball from McFarlane. Ditto back to Spur again. Simpson's got him! Holding the ball. So he plays on, he beats a couple, gets them in the air, he gets the distance down to one that he likes, and he nails it! The Blues back to a 10-point lead.
Long one inside 50. There is Eddie Betts, and he's taken out of it. Simpson takes it.
Richardson pokes it over the top. Terrible pass. Simpson, big grab over high. Free kick. And the professional footballer, beautiful footballer is. That one just stayed a little bit too long in the air. Simpson picked
Front, Carranzo in trouble too. He had it momentarily like a goalkeeper. Simpson stopped it.
Gee, good mark by Simpson. Rode Adams into the ground.
And Watson gets them moving forward again. It's a thumping kick. How's this going to bounce? Touched right on the line.
Near the interchange area. High ball, Simpson over the top. Beautiful mark.
Gibbs. Tough one for anyone to mark. Simpson flies and made it look easy. Cut through, couldn't. Just in time to right, outside of the boot, and this will work. Simpson. Mr. Reliable's got to go back, surely. Called to play on, and Mr. Reliable kicks their opening goal. For heart and soul. Puts a score on the board. That's awesome. Leads in his direction. Great mark. Trademark. Dropping back with the flight, Kade Simpson.
Graham goes back in to win it. Displaced well by Van Furlo, who's getting better and better each week. Goes in hard, but even harder was Simpson. Hasn't been lacking. High ball. Back to full forward. Simpson. Unlikely target inside the arc.
Listen to the crowd if he kicks this.
For his 4th goal of the season. Kade Simpson. Yep, that's home. And the crowd do love it.
38-point margin. And the smother from Simpson.
Kinsey to Marston for Gaff. Simpson knocked it away. Wanted to break. Had Thornton there.
wants Simpson. He's had a wonderful second half. Off he goes. Inside. Murphy running hard. Sweeps the handball. Gibbs, we know he can kick a long ball. Simpson keeps them alive. What a team goal.
Plowman's kick out goes over the top of the pack. Simpson swoops on the ball. He has nothing coming towards him, so he has to go for the marathon run. Has a bounce, kicks inside, good kick too.
Cruiser needs someone going past. The man is Simpson. Onto the left foot he goes. Has he bent it back enough? Yes, he has. Simpson just about on the quarter-time siren. Gets the vital goal.
Joseph to Simpson. Simpson can go all the way here. He can go all the way from 45. Of top sides, then of course Richmond a couple of weeks ago. Gee, that hurt.
Okay, you're right.
It's gone up a notch again this one. It's a 10-point ball game. 20 seconds here. Dennis Lane. Simpson to John.
He's third. He chooses to pass. 1 on 2. And the one wins in Kade Simpson.
On the ground, Ballantyne finds a way through. Not his best effort, hacks it towards the pocket, Main and Simpson. Now Main was simply trying to collect the pack there, and Simpson, eyes only for the football. That was a wonderful mark.
He has
courageous.
Great courage, Den.
Will Simpson finish it off? Yes!
And here you can see he's hard running from the half-forward flank on the other side of the ground to mark that.
And you mentioned also, Nick, that if they lose, this is the Tigers lose the clearance, just find the man. The spread from Carlton there was really impressive.
Absolutely.
Well, it's almost hard to believe, isn't it? But Kade Simpson, who's kicked it behind today, kicking for the lead for the Blues. They were down by 30 points at quarter time, and Carlton
was a call and thrown out by Arnfield. Simpson drives his way inside 50. He was spectacular last week, and he starts in spectacular fashion this week.
Again, handball wide to Simpson. Now the opportunity. The Blues, can they take a break? 2 bounces and a third, runs to 50, drop punt on its way. Oh, don't tell me, he's kicked it as well. Carlton back in front. This is unbelievable. He's kicked 3 goals, and that was as good as any we've seen today.
Bentic twists away, gives to Simpson. Under pressure, shot at goal, number 5 for Carlton.
Clean. He looks up, bends it around the body. Simpson gets back and he touched it. He dived, he got a paw on it. Kade Simpson superb. Game 3-31. They've got this game sewn up, but that's his desperation. So the call is touched, and that was magnificent from Kade Simpson. Contest as Rockcliffe kicks what was almost a miracle goal of the man who bleeds blue.
There's a way now, the lead is on. Apnes comes charging out, and in his way is the courageous Kade Simpson.
Carlton have the numbers. Grigg sends it long. Well played by Gibbs. Off hands. Chip kick. Simpson. He runs on. He can kick the goal to give them the lead. It's a heart stopper.
For his 250th, I remember it was really close. Later tackle, we both fell on the ground together, and the siren went, and it was a moment I won't ever forget. Seeing him in probably his most passionate moment was an incredible moment to be in.
I think Carlton supporters, when it's all boiled down at the end of the day, appreciate Kade Simpson because they know the hardship and the heartache and the disappointment that players face each week. And I know supporters feel it as well, but they see Kade out there, and he appears to me to be carrying the banner and being a great leader of the club. And I just reckon he sets the role model example for anyone, any player at the Carlton Football Club or any supporter, and that's why he's rated so highly by so many people who barrack for Carlton, who are involved with the football club and the playing group.
He continually puts his body on the line. He's probably one of the smallest blokes in terms of frame out there. Always goes back with a flight.
wears his heart in his sleeve. You can see the way he tries to instruct his teammates and celebrate and demand from them. And I think every supporter who goes for Carlton, I think Simo would be one of their favourite players.
When you go to a footy club, you owe them so much for playing there, and when you retire, you still owe the footy club. But I think the way Kade's played his footy, I don't think he owes too much to the footy club. I think he's given everything.
He shouldn't be the player he is. You look at him, he's 60 kilos dripping wet. He puts his head in situations he shouldn't for a guy of his size, and it sort of doesn't give anyone an out. And the supporter base love it because it's watching someone that you probably view as like just an average citizen doing unbelievable things on a football field. And I know, being a fan in the past, the guys that you watch go out there and give everything for your footy club, they're the guys that you love to watch and love to have in your team, and he's exactly that. So I think that's why the fan base love him so much.
And when you look at the elite, the Carlton Football Club royalty, John Nichols, Stephen Silvani, Craig Bradley, Bruce Stool, and they're all premiership players, and Cade's caught up to him and he's had to endure something that they wouldn't have even thought about. It puts him right up there with the elite. And I can't acknowledge his contribution to the Carlton Football Club enough. He is one special person to achieve what he has.
The biggest thing and the greatest thing about him, and it comes from his family as well, is how loyal he is to our club. And he's a very good man, Simo, and he could have gone other places, maybe gone for success somewhere else, but I think he's first and foremost the Carlton Footy Club.
Besides being very proud of his achievements, we're very proud of the person that he's become since he's been at Carlton in those 16 years. He hasn't changed much in our eyes. He's still very modest.
You often get a lot of people that come up and say, oh, you must be proud as a parent that your son plays AFL, but as parents, we're proud that he's just a lovely human being.
Kade Simpson, well, he's the best thing to come out of the little town of Emerald up there in the Dandenongs, and a major milestone for him.